That's not good. What's up, everybody? So as you can see with the Civic, we got a slight issue. We got a no crank, no start problem. Now my initial thought was the battery, just because it's been fighting me. It was a battery from 2016. It wasn't holding a charge very well anymore, so I went ahead, got that replaced, thinking that was a problem, and it didn't fix it. So now we moved on to the next piece, which is testing the fuses, making sure that those are all good. Sure enough, those are all good. But while I was in the interior of the car, I looked on the floorboard and I found these little pieces laying on the carpet. Wasn't really sure what they were, so doing a little bit of research, I found out that they're little rubber stoppers that go on the brake pedals, the clutch pedal, and they basically are what allow the sensor to engage when you go to push the clutch in for the neutral safety switch or cruise control or brake lights. So as you guys can see here, we got a new package of them. So we're gonna go ahead and replace them. But first, I'm gonna go ahead, go in the interior here, show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, where they go, how they work, and how to replace them. So let's go and show you guys that first. Okay, so you guys can see here, we're underneath the dash. Here's the 3 pedals, gas, brake, and clutch. So basically what we're looking at here is on the clutch pedal. If you go all the way up there, you guys probably cannot even see it just because it's all the way at the very top. You can probably see the lower sensor, which would technically be a sensor, but in my case it's just a bolt because I don't have cruise control, but that's where cruise control would be. So you push the clutch in, you can see that little stopper there on the pedal. That would be releasing for the cruise control if we had it, but we don't. And I wish you guys could see it, but all the way up there at the top, there's like an open hole. You can see where the rubber stopper would go to engage the neutral safety switch. Maybe I can show you guys better once we get the pedal out of here. But maybe a better example here is on the brake pedal. So you guys can see here, we got the brake pedal, and then as far as like the brake pedal sensor goes, you can see the rubber stopper. You push in, the little sensor comes out, goes back in. So that's basically the idea of what the little rubber stoppers do. So we need to replace that. Yes, there is ways to make a jumper harness so you don't have to use the neutral safety switch, but in my case, I want to go ahead and replace it correctly. So we'll go ahead, pop out this clutch pedal here. You guys can see there, a couple bolts up top there, a little clip, and we'll get this out of here. Now when you do remove the bolts, be careful because the master cylinder is on the other side of this here. So it may fall through. You don't want that to happen. So try to keep it steady. So we'll get that out and then show you where the rubber pieces go. So here it is. We got the clutch pedal out of the car, as you guys can see. Not too bad of a job to do. Pretty easy to pop out. You can see there it had 2 nuts on this side here, and then it had the 1 bolt on the top. They're all 12mm, so you guys can see here. This is what came out. And then as far as the clutch itself, to release it, there's this little hole here. It connects to the master cylinder. So you have this piece here and the cotter pin. Basically, when they're in the car, it was just slid in there like that, and that was wide open. So basically all you do is just close it shut, so it makes it straight, slides out, pull the pin out, and then the whole clutch pedal will come out. So now you guys can see a little bit better example of how close, or how this works. You can see the little rubber stopper right there, and then connected there. Like I said, on this, we don't have cruise control, so there's no sensor there. But this is the neutral safety switch. And you guys can see, hopefully, let's go ahead and open that back up. Get a light here so you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see that there. But on the back side of the neutral safety switch there, you can see a little plunger sticking out. And then over there, that open hole is where the rubber stopper is supposed to be. So the rubber stopper is supposed to push against that switch to engage it. So if we go ahead, push the clutch in, you can see there, it's sticking through the hole, so that's where the rubber stopper would come in, push the safety switch in, and then allow the car to start. So let's go ahead, replace it with our new rubber stoppers that we have here. If you guys are interested, I will link these down in the description for you guys down below. Got these off Amazon. We'll go ahead and replace these now and get this back in the car and make sure it works. So there you guys have it. Get my light here so you guys can see. The little rubber piece is now stuck in there. So now, if you go to push the clutch in, you can hear that nice little soft thud. Let's flip this around so you guys can see a little bit better. Right there, you can see the sensor is pushed in. So if we go to, it's out. and now it's in. So hopefully that fixes our problem. We'll go and put the clutch pedal back in the car and test this out. Oh, and one thing before we install this, I just figured I'd show you guys real quick while it's all disassembled. But let's say you guys are stuck, stranded, can't get your car to start because that little rubber piece is gone, so the neutral safety switch isn't engaging. You can always bypass it and jumper it just to get you home in the meantime. Basically, all you gotta do, locate the neutral safety switch on the clutch pedal, unplug it, take a little paper clip and just jumper it between the two, and then you can start the car without pressing the clutch in. Now when doing that, if the car is in gear, it'll go forward and it'll take off. So just make sure it's in neutral when you do that and you won't have any issues. I wouldn't recommend leaving it like that. This is just a quick fix to get you back on the road and get it home or to a shop or whatever, to have that little rubber piece replaced. That way it can engage the neutral safety switch. So with that being said, we can go ahead, let's get this back in the car and make sure this all works. Okay, so we got our pedal in. I'll give you guys one last final look here to see everything all back and installed. You can see there, we've got the 2 nuts installed right there at the base. And then all the way at the top, I don't know if you guys can see it, that 112mm all the way up top. And then we got our sensor plugged back in, and then on the plunger for the master cylinder, you guys can see there, that's put back in with the cotter pin. So all that's good to go. You can see there, it all works like it's supposed to. So we're good now. Let's go ahead, see if it starts up. Okay, let's see if this thing starts up. I'm going to swipe my RFID card because I have the push button start upgrade. So push the clutch in now, brake pedal, we got the light, press and hold. Perfect. Sweet, so now everything works. Good to go. Awesome. So, as you guys just saw, the Civic is back running, everything is good to go. I'm glad it was just an easy fix with a little rubber stopper. That really wasn't too bad of a job, just kind of cramped working on underneath the dash, but overall, not too bad. So if you guys are interested in the pieces that I use, the little rubber stopper kit, I'll be sure to link it down in the description below. I believe the kit comes with 4 rubber stoppers, so if you want to go through and replace all of them and have like one extra, because I believe it's just neutral safety switch, cruise control, and the brake light switch that's underneath the dash, you can replace all those 3 out and have one left over, or you can just save them all back in case this ever happens again. You just have extras. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and end out the video here. So if you guys like this video, make sure to big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, because in the next one, we'll be continuing on with the 5-lug conversion. In the last video you guys saw, we ended up getting that all rebuilt. So in the next one, we'll be getting it all installed. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next one.